Barbara's garden. Barbara's got a small dog problem with short legs. You can probably hear him in the background. We have a hound dog there that's got real stubby little legs, and we got a wiener dog, dachshund. They're inside the house there at the moment barking, but they've always been trying to get inside her vegetable patches. We got some nice raised beds we built here for Barbara in the backyard. Things grow real well in them, except for one thing. Her dogs not only like to dig them up when we put in some good organic fertilizer, but they also enjoy eating horseradish, cucumbers, green beans, and I even believe it's tomatoes. The dogs are total vegetarians, and so they go in here and they tear everything apart. If they could just, pick a cucumber, wouldn't be so bad, but instead they grab the cucumber and they keep pulling until the whole vine comes out. So we needed some kind of a protection system. And I'd been thinking of all sorts of different various ways to keep the hounds out of the gardens. Since they're short-legged dogs, it's not as big a problem as if they were big, long-legged dogs. Well, Barbara's brother Hugh came up with this solution. We got some dog fences over here that I think are really quite ingenious. I like them a lot. So as you can see here, we got these real nice redwood raised beds all filled up with compost. And then Hugh went and set up this short-legged dog fence. He's got little handles over there. The whole works sits on dowel rods on the corner, so all the sides come out of this thing. It's really cool engineering. Keeps the hounds out, keeps the vegetables in prison and safe. It's the Fiesta pig. Here we have the Green Man, done by Barbara, aka Caesar salad. Is that funny? Yeah. And so we got a little fence here around lettuce and blueberries and strawberries. Here we got a little junior fence around the rhubarb and the horseradish. Over here we got a little bit bigger enclosure around tomatoes and lots and lots and lots of lettuce. So here we are in Barbara's garden, and we're talking with Barbara's brother, Hugh. Hugh is the guy who designed this whole short-legged dog fence over here. And Hugh, tell us a bit about this. I see Tracy's lifting one panel there right behind you. This is pretty neat. I like the whole idea of it. It's quite a solution. And how'd you come up with this?
Well, there was the idea that this chicken wire would be rolled out, and I figured that would be a tangled mess eventually. And so designed a system where the end pieces here are going to stay, and the bigger pieces are going to just lift out. And they're on some pegs here, and the pegs are 3/4 and the holes are 1 inch so that they're not going to bind up. And all of the larger fences are the same size, and the smaller fences are all the same size. So if you want to lift off everything and stack it off to the side, rototill the whole thing, and put it back, doesn't make any difference which one goes into which slot.
So it's completely interchangeable.
And I didn't want anything that would bind. That was one of the issues that I thought would happen over time. It's an outdoor structure. There's going to be plants and whatnot growing through it. And so I just wanted to make sure that things didn't bind up.
Okay, so you've got 4 panels that remove on this, right? All sides, all ends come out?
All sides, all end pieces and sides. The only thing that stays are the corners.
All right, so there's the detail of that joint you're talking about. And yeah, that definitely, as soon as it starts raining, if your holes and your pegs are too tight, first thing's going to happen is they're going to bind up. So you got 2 plated screws here holding this little leg on, and then that's bored out holding the peg. You want to lift that up? Sure. Lift that up for us there? And wow, that is so cool. And so then it gives you entry inside, and the other end is the same thing over there too, huh?
Yeah.
And that panel size is the same as the smaller beds too, right?
Right.
Oh, cool.
I figured that the guy who put in the raised bed did some measurements and made sure that all the end pieces were the same. So
the guy that put in the raised bed was me and Tracy. So I guess it is, right?
Within reason, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I did all this out of these wood bits and whatnot because if you buy hardware,
yeah,
you got to buy like 32 of the whatever it is, and each one of them is going to cost you $3 or $4 a
And
piece.
so how many dowel rods did you have to invest in for this?
1.5, 2, obviously. You
Yeah,
can't
so
buy half, so I bought 2 dowel rods. And that then makes it a little bit less expensive as far
Yeah.
as that goes.
it's nice, organic looking. I like the way that fits, and you know, provided you left enough room in there. Hardware a lot of times is just going to end up rusting over time. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think those pegs in this redwood are probably going to hold up longer than the hardware up there in the air.
And the pegs, though I can't actually remove one of them because they're swollen up.
Mhm.
They're not glued in. It's just gravity. So if things go bad, there's a certain amount of just taking it apart and putting it back together.
Well, that's really cool, Hugh.
So,
Yeah, I think it's just slick. So yeah, let's see, how easy does that fit right back in then? Even a child can do it, right?
well, I'm hopeful that a dog can't do
A
it.
Yeah, very nice. Cool. That this is a great short leg dog solution. Now, if you had a long leg dog, I guess we'd probably could do something similar but taller, huh?
Yeah, I used had a 36-inch roll of chicken wire.
Mm-hmm.
So this is just half height on the chicken wires. But the dogs are short-legged. There's a dachshund and a basset. So
We're not anticipating them suddenly growing longer legs in the future. So
yeah. But this could be taller if it needed to be, and it would work the same way.
I like this. There's going to be a lot of people out there that need exactly this around their raised beds, I think. Because, wow, the dogs sure can be a pain when they get in there. I mean, they're good dogs, and they like vegetables and all, and that's nice. They just don't know how to pick very well.
Right.
Well, thanks a lot for giving us the lowdown on this, because I really do think you might inspire quite a few people to build themselves some dog protection. It really is pretty simple. What do you think, just roughly, about what do you think one of these costs?
Well, for the whole thing, it was $200 worth of wood.
Mm-hmm.
And 3 boxes of screws, so probably $240.
Mm-hmm.
Something like
For four raised beds.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that ain't too bad. And I guess you used pretty good quality redwood there too. If somebody built it out of some kind of junk lumber or recycle, you can get it much cheaper than that, yeah, eh?
Yeah, if somebody's tearing down a house, obviously you can do something.
Yeah, just take.
Yeah, because this stuff is above the rot line, I guess.
Right, yeah, it's not going to rot out
It's
easy.
elevated, and so there's not going to be a lot of rot nor termites.
You could probably use fir or spruce with a little finish on it, and it'd last quite a while, I bet.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, I best get back to work before Barbara fires me. This is my second to the last day on the job here, so.
All right, Bill.
Thanks a lot, Hugh.
Sure.